Hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss out on the next great adventure. In the middle of Creekside, there's a big spooky house called Monster Manor. 4 friends, Ava, Mia, Noah and Liam, go inside and find a big party with dancing monsters wearing funny masks. On this night, each friend has a special challenge. Mia has a dance battle with goblins. Ava has to solve a tricky question from a witch. Noah fixes a magical puzzle with some fairy helpers, and Liam sings a song with a ghostly singer. After all the fun and challenges, the kids get a big box full of candies. Their story about the night in Monster Manor becomes a favorite in Creekside. Every Halloween, kids in town love hearing about their adventures and hope to have their own someday. Chapter 1. The Mysterious Mansion. Once upon a Halloween Eve, in the quaint but eerily silent town of Creekside, 4 friends, Liam, Ava, Mia and Noah, huddled under the orange glow of a flickering streetlight. The lamppost, aged with stories of the town's past, created shadows that danced and elongated, intertwining with tales of adventure and whispered legends. From elderly Mrs. Thompson to young Tommy, everyone spoke in hushed tones about the ominous Monster Manor. This forsaken mansion, with its cracked windows and ivy-clad walls, stood hauntingly beautiful at the edge of town, its twisted spires clawing at the moonlit sky. Ava, clutching an old map she'd found in her grandmother's attic, leaned in with her hazel eyes wide. "This map says there's a hidden chamber in the manor where the Baron kept his most precious treasure." Liam, stroking the chin of his freckled face, looked skeptical. "How come no one's found it then?" Before Ava could respond, Jasper, a lanky teenager known for his penchant for ghost stories, interjected, "Because, my friends, the manor doesn't give up its secrets easily. Some say the Baron's last servant, old Mrs. Gravely, still roams the halls, protecting her master's possessions." Mia, holding on to her cat-eyed glasses, gasped. "And the curse? Is it true that whoever enters at night gets turned into stone?" Noah, adjusting his ever-present baseball cap, chuckled. "That's just to scare off kids like us. Besides, think about the legendary Halloween candy stash said to be hidden there." A faint rustling from a nearby bush startled them, and out popped Elsie, Creekside's notorious eavesdropper. "Going to the manor, are you? Remember, the Baron had a twin brother, and they had a falling out. If you find the diary, you might unveil the reason behind their feud." Intrigued but wary of Elsie's reputation, Liam nodded. "We'll be careful. We'll stick together." Approaching the mansion, a soft glow from a window caught their attention. The silhouette of a woman with a tall hairdo moved past, her posture regal and demeanor chilling. Ava clutched the map tighter. "Was that Mrs. Gravely?" Noah, ever the joker, quipped. "Or the Baron, cross-dressing for Halloween?" The wind howled as the creaky gates, covered in thick cobwebs, ominously swung open, seemingly inviting them in. With a mix of excitement and trepidation, the group took a deep breath. This wasn't just a dare or a fun Halloween venture. They were about to unravel the mysteries that had kept the town of Creekside in suspense for generations. Chapter 2. The Bewitched Ballroom. The grand entrance of the mansion ushered Mia, Liam, Ava, and their younger cousin Jasper into a vast, awe-inspiring ballroom. Every inch of the room seemed to tell a story, with portraits of long-lost ancestors looking down at them, and tapestries that depicted scenes of grandeur from a bygone era. The chandeliers, heavy with intricate crystal patterns, swayed gently, casting prismatic lights and a surreal ambience. However, what was most unsettling was the source of the hauntingly beautiful melody filling the room. No musicians were visible. Ghostly figures waltzed, their transparent silhouettes moving in fluid, harmonious motions. Among them, Lady Cecilia, a dignified spectre, glided over, the soft glow from her pearl necklace revealing the sadness in her eyes. "Ah, young trick-or-treaters, it's rare we have living guests. Would you honour us with a dance?" Mia, taken aback by Lady Cecilia's elegance and the surrealness of the situation, responded, "I fear we might be a bit clumsy." Lady Cecilia's laughter, delicate and melodic, rang out. "Fear not, the night is young and our ballroom is forgiving." As Jasper, ever the curious one, chatted and danced with Edgar, he learned of a treasure that Lady Cecilia had lost, a locket with a picture of her mortal love. Edgar hinted that finding it might protect them from the malevolence of midnight. However, lost in the whirlwind of dances, tales, and laughter, the children lost track of time. As midnight approached, the atmosphere shifted. The once enchanting ballroom became a trap, and the friendly apparitions grew hostile. Liam, realizing the imminent danger, yelled, "We need an exit now!" Yet all the doors had mysteriously disappeared. The chilling echo of Lady Cecilia's laughter filled the room as she transformed, her benevolence replaced by a sinister aura. Ava, with her sharp eyes, noticed the riddle. Reading it aloud, she said, "Find the clock and change its state. What does that mean?" Jasper, recalling his conversation with Edgar, exclaimed, "The locket! We need to find Lady Cecilia's locket. Maybe it's in the clock." While Mia and Liam stalled Lady Cecilia with a dance challenge, Ava and Jasper scoured the room. Behind a faded portrait of a handsome young man, Jasper found a hidden compartment containing the missing locket. Rushing to the clock, Ava delicately placed the locket on its ornate pedestal. Jasper turned the clock's hands. The hostile ghosts froze, their malevolent glow dimming. As peace returned, Lady Cecilia, her sinister aura replaced by her previous grace, whispered, "You've returned my heart. You are free to go." Though they were relieved, the children couldn't help but feel a twinge of sympathy for the tragic love story of Lady Cecilia. As they hurriedly exited, Edgar's translucent hand waved Jasper goodbye, a gentle reminder of the friendships that can be found even in the most unexpected places. Chapter 3. The Candy Crypt. As the smell of sweet confections filled the air, the walls of the crypt shimmered, revealing candy mosaics that told a story. It depicted an ancient candy-making civilization that had vanished mysteriously. "What a story," murmured a new voice. Turning around, they saw an elderly ghost with a kind face, floating beside a candy mural. "I am Ilara, once a candy maker of this lost civilization." Noah, wide-eyed, whispered to Ava, "A real ghost candy maker." Ilara chuckled. "Indeed, but more importantly, I know the tales and truths of this crypt." As the children collected candies, Ilara told them about the candy key's significance. It was said to have been forged to open the pathway between our world and the candy dimension. However, its power was deemed too great, and it was hidden away. Noah looked at the lollipop key Ava found. "So this could open a door to another dimension?" Ilara nodded. "But remember, dimensions can be tricky, and not everything is as it seems." Meanwhile, as skeletons popped up offering tricks and treats, a particularly large skeleton with a crown of candy introduced himself as King Bone Sweet. "I was the ruler when candy was life. Would you fancy a duel?" he asked Noah, holding out a candy sword. Ava chuckled. "Why not? But if he wins, you owe us an extra bag of candy." The duel was filled with laughter and playful jabs. King Bone Sweet, though imposing, had a cheerful demeanor. In the end, Noah managed to tag the king, winning an extra bag of rare candies. Upon hearing the challenge from the mummy, Ilara offered advice. "The skeletons love rhythm. If you can find the rhythm in your heart, you'll sway to their beat." With that in mind, as Ava danced with the xylophone player, she listened to her heartbeat, letting its rhythm guide her moves. Noah, with the storytelling skeleton, incorporated elements from the spooky stories into their dance, making it both entertaining and rhythmic. The ballroom was filled with energy, as candies floated around, creating a mesmerizing ambience. As the dance ended and the door creaked open, King Bone Sweet approached them. "For your bravery and rhythm, take this." He handed them a map. "It will guide you through the manor." The mummy, its amulets glowed dimming, whispered, "Beware the candy dimension, young ones. Not all that glitters is gold." Ilara waved them goodbye, her form becoming misty. Remember the rhythm in your heart. With the map in hand and new insights, the children ventured deeper into the manor, the melody of the candy crypt echoing in their hearts. Chapter 4. The Watery Woes. As the bridge materialized beneath their feet, the cavern's atmosphere shifted. A cool, misty breeze enveloped them, and soft whispers seemed to emanate from the water below. Far below the surface, ghostly shapes of fish, long forgotten by the world above, swam past. Emerging from the shadows with Orin was Ivy, a skilled herbalist with an affinity for water plants. "There's a legend," she began, her voice a gentle lilt, "that speaks of a rare flower, the moonlit iris, said to bloom in the depths of these waters. It possesses the power to show the true path in the direst of situations." Lila, feeling the glow intensifying on her hand, turned to Ivy. "Do you think this glittery substance has anything to do with the moonlit iris?" Ivy's eyes sparkled with interest. "It might. The legends do speak of its petals leaving a glittery trail." Noah, looking contemplative, chimed in. "If we can find this flower, it might aid us further in our journey." As the group made their way across the bridge, a soft glow from below caught Elsie's eye. "Look," she exclaimed, pointing towards a cluster of radiant flowers blossoming amidst the water's darkness. Their petals emitted the same glittery substance that now adorned Lila's hand. Mia, with her usual zest, was already formulating a plan. "We should retrieve one. It could be the key to deciphering future challenges." But before anyone could act, a swarm of luminescent jellyfish surrounded the blossoms, their tentacles weaving a protective barrier around the moonlit iris. "I've seen these before," Ivy whispered. "They're guardian jellies. They won't harm the flowers, but they'll defend them against any intruders." Orin, ever the voice of reason, suggested, "Perhaps there's a way to communicate with them or lure them away. In my scrolls, there's mention of a melody that can calm even the wildest of sea creatures." Noah, recalling his earlier success with the lily pads, began to hum a tune, hoping to resonate with the guardian jellies. The cavern filled with soft, harmonious notes, and one by one, the jellyfish began to drift away, entranced, allowing Ivy to carefully retrieve a moonlit iris. With the flower safely in their possession, the group approached the now radiant door. Lila touched the glowing handle, her hand resonating with the glitter from the moonlit iris. The door opened slowly, revealing a new realm of challenges and the promise of untold secrets waiting to be unveiled. Chapter 5. The Monster Masquerade. The grandeur of the room was unlike anything they had ever seen. Moonstones embedded in the chandelier bathed the room in a soft, luminescent glow. The enigmatic tunes from an organ played by a skeletal musician caused even the most menacing of creatures to gracefully waltz. Monsters adorned with whimsical masks made merry, their laughter echoing through the cavernous hall. Suddenly, a splash interrupted their awe. A trio of mermaids, their tails shimmering, donned masks resembling clownfish, seahorses and jellyfish. "Look who's finally arrived!" Marina, the lead mermaid, called out with a playful wink, dousing the children with a gentle wave. Meanwhile, a ghostly couple floated by. The juxtaposition of their skeletal faces with infantile masks made the kids chuckle. The ghosts mimed rocking a baby, teasingly pointing towards the children. Jasper, the amiable zombie, shuffled forward. The tomato mask he wore seemed to twitch with his movement. "You've come so far. Time to join the party. Pick a mask, any mask." Feeling the weight of their journey and sensing the magic in the masks, each child chose carefully. Ava's unicorn mask had a gentle glow. Mia's dragon one emitted puffs of smoke. Noah's robot mask displayed tiny digital fireworks, and Liam's phoenix mask gave off warm embers. Cedric, the muscular werewolf with the unlikely bunny mask, clapped them on the back. "You've got spirit, little ones," he exclaimed. "But remember, masks can also reveal as much as they hide." Ilara, a stunning vampire with raven black hair, now wearing an owl mask, leaned in. Each challenge tonight is tied to the essence of your mask. Embrace it, and you'll find your way. The challenges were indeed profound. Mia faced the goblin troop, their feet tapping furiously. As the rhythm intensified, Mia recalled the dragon's fire and strength, matching their pace, earning roars of approval from the crowd. For Ava, the witch named Morgana teased her with a cryptic riddle. The mirror behind Morgana shimmered ominously. As minutes passed, Ava's thoughts turned to the mystical unicorn, channeling its wisdom. "A piano!" she exclaimed, and the once threatening mirror transformed into a portal, revealing a library of ancient spells. Noah, with sprites surrounding him, worked on the ornate music box. Each piece was symbolic, from wars to peace treaties. As he connected them,